Go ahead.
The things that I point to more often than other energy scenarios are things like water, for instance. It's a really big issue here in the West. The Ogallala Aquifer in Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma is continuing to be depleted. We don't have enough water for the people that live here for drinking and so on, so the municipalities are screaming for water. Wind doesn't use water to make electricity. All other utility electric generation use water: coal, natural gas, nuclear. So that's one of the really big deals out here in the West. The next thing is that we have the resources. When people like T. Boone Pickens say things like the Midwest of the United States is the Saudi Arabia of wind, it sounds nice and so on, but is it really real? But the answer is yes, it really is. There is a lot of energy potential. The North and South Dakota states together have enough buildable energy potential from wind to produce half the electricity for the country in today's electricity demand. Half. 50% of the electricity we consume in the United States can come from those two states from wind energy if we chose to build the infrastructure and chose to install the right number of machines in place. And I'm not talking about people's backyards or in national parks, or I'm talking about in buildable locations. Those two states alone have a huge amount of resource. Colorado has enough resource to produce 9 times more than we use as a state. So we could be a net exporter of electricity 9 times over. Do we want to do that? We could sell electricity from this in the state rather than just selling oil leases or natural gas leases. So those are some of the really big points that most people don't really understand. And do they want that? Do they want to put up with the things that may come along with that, with a grid that they have to look at, or maybe wind turbines that they have to look at? And I think comparatively speaking, that is continue to invest in things that are going to keep us going down the path of fossil fuel generation, or doing this, I think they'll land on the side of renewables. Better?